right, we are live, guys. So, can I get one person to turn off the front light for us so that we could actually see this? Oh, front light. So, because I already said that we've talked about fraction as a part of the whole. So, what it says here, and this is the one we're actually going to focus on today. Thank you. Okay. It says that you have a whole figure here, right? And it says 3/4 of this figure should be shaded. So let's shade in 3/4. You have a pencil, right?
Yes.
So if 3/4 of this is going to be shaded, then that means I'm going to color in 3 out of the, how many?
4.
3 out of the 4. So I wouldn't just say that 3s are shaded. I'm going to say 3/4 of this whole object is shaded. Yeah. Go ahead and shade in 3 out of those 4. Don't tell me you've done that. One, 2, and 3. Now, the one thing that I want to draw in your attention is the definition of a fraction. I think that's what's throwing us off the most here. Okay? It says a fraction names part of a whole or a set. Okay? So when it says part of a whole, that means I can't say a whole number anymore, right? If we were to put fractions on a number line, and actually, somebody put my rulers way back there. Actually, who's ever used a ruler before? Did you know that those are fractions on a number line? Well, they are. Okay? If you look at the 0, let's see if we can find a ruler. We're on the ladder just to get a ruler. So, on your inch mark, right? See how it doesn't begin on 1? It doesn't begin on 1, does it? No, because there are numbers that are smaller than the numeral or digit 1. And that's where fractions come into. So you have a piece of a 1. So that middle mark is 1/4. The long line in between the end of the ruler and the 1 is half. Then there's another little tick mark here. That's halfway in between that. That's considered 3/4. And then the 1 is the whole number. Okay. So just looking at the ruler and I'm coming around. So look at the ruler right where my hand is. You see how there's lines on that are smaller than 1? Okay. We are dealing with the numbers that are smaller. No. We are dealing with the numbers that are smaller than 1. Everybody understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to grasp that concept first. Fractions are not whole numbers. Whole numbers are what you see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you can have 1/4 of the number. You can have half of the number. You can have part of the number. And we use fractions all the time. We use it in cooking. We use it in measurement. We use it in constructing houses because you have to measure to be able to construct, right?
Mm-hmm.
We use it in like with the weather. We use it in lots of different places. We use fractions. So the next time you're doing something at home, see if you notice any fractions around you, okay? Because there probably are. All right. So we have talked about part of a whole. We've talked about what a fraction is and the parts of a fraction. What do we call the top part of a fraction? This part is review. What do we call the top number of the fraction? Charlie?
Numerator.
We call that the numerator, okay? And the numerator describes what? What is the numerator? It tells you right there on the page. What does the numerator actually tell us? Thomas. The part of the what? You have to be specific. Part of the part of the whole or the object that we're looking at. Very good. What is this bottom number called? The bottom number of a fraction. What is it called? Drake?
A denominator.
Denominator. Everybody say that word.
Denominator.
Okay. And the denominator describes what, Kaylin? What does it describe? The whole thing, right? The whole shape, the whole group of objects. Denominator. Go ahead and write numerator and denominator there. We got numerator and denominator. And that may not be very clear. Let me go over that in Canva. And your denominator. Very good. Everybody see that? See it now? Thumbs up when you're ready. Thumbs up when you are ready. You have that listed. Then we're going to get into the fun part and close these journals. I will go over the morning work problems at the end of the lesson so that I can record the whole group lesson. So right there. Right in front of the board. Right in front of the board. It's just the two words, and then you can go back to your seat. You're not going to have to copy anything else. You'll be able to see everything else from. You'll be able to see everything else from the screen. You're going to have to stay with your partner, though, because we're about to get into these shapes. So as soon as you get numerator and denominator written down, let's go get back to our seats. Lickety split and close our journal so I know you're ready. Close your journal so I know that you are ready. Okay, and put it off to the side because what you need in front of you is your dry erase marker and that set of circular shapes. That's it. When you're ready. We're not talking. Thank you. All right. Jalen, I'm sorry. Can you come up and sit beside? You didn't have a buddy? Oh, Bryce. Jalen, go sit beside. Kazari. I knew your name. I promise I did. All right. So now let's look at some holes. Because this was the part that I saw a struggle with last week. So we're going to watch Missy first. All right, so this is my pizza pan. This is my beautiful pizza pan, everybody. See it? All right. What happens is that when we have a lovely, lovely pizza, it comes as a whole typically, right? Right? Normally eat cheese pizza and it looks this way?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, let's say I wanted to share my pizza with Charlie. Charlie's just me. He was Friday. We're going to veg out, girl. We're going to watch movies. We're going to have pizza, maybe some sodas. Don't tell nobody. Okay? So how many pieces do I need to divide my whole pizza into? Miss Bella. Okay, now I need a whole number. I don't want the fractional piece. I want how many cuts do I need to make in order to create? How many equal shares do we need? There's two people, so we each need what? Stop. Okay, we do eat. If there's two people, I have to make sure that I cut my pizza into two pieces. See how I said that whole number? That's the difference. So there are two pieces here, but the whole thing is cut into halves. So you guys see that? All right. Let me model this for you. Dry erase marker.
Mine's pink.
Okay. So again, I have one whole pizza divided by two people. That's two pieces. That's one piece per person. That means there's two pieces total, right? You understand that? Now, two pieces total out of this whole group. So 2 is going to be my numerator or my denominator. Again, there's 2 pieces. So how many total pieces do I have, everybody?
2.
I have 2 total pieces. And each one of us, Charlie, let's see. Y'all see how I listed that?
Yes.
Now, each of us gets how many pieces out of these 2 pieces? Show me with your finger. Good. Everybody has 1 finger up because each of us gets 1 of the 2. So we each, how do I say, the fractional part of this pizza. What fraction of the pizza do each of us receive? Tiana?
1/2.
We each receive 1/2 of what? The
Whole.
of the whole pizza. Everybody with me on that? Okay. So I am going to, throughout the lesson, I'm going to be framing the questions that way. Okay, let's do one more, and then you get to touch your shapes. Okay? So now I got 2 pieces or halves. But here comes Drake. And Drake says, man, I had a really good week too. Can I join you guys? So now there's 3 people. So how many pieces will I need to cut the pizza into? How many whole pieces do I need to cut it into? Show me with your fingers. Yay! Ding, 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 ding. Everybody say it out loud. How many pieces do I need to cut it into?
3.
I need to cut it into 3 pieces. Let's hope I can find 3 pieces. Let's hope they have 3 pieces, guys. I don't know. It's not looking good. Now, y'all see that? So I have 3 pieces. This time, because he came, because Drake loves vegetables. Vegetables? He really does. That's awesome. We had to change up the slices. So we got another pizza. We're going to cut this one into 3 pieces with onions and green peppers. Everybody say yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Don't wrinkle your faces. Just say yum, yum. All right. Now, what fraction do each of us receive? There are now 3 pieces total. What is the fraction that each of us receives? Tiana?
1/3.
1 what, guys?
1/3.
1/3. And this is what 1/3 looks like. Thirds there. Here is we each get 1 slice out of 3, or 1/3 of that pizza. Same pizza, different question. Are you ready? Okay, here's what I want you to do. Open up your shapes. Open up your circles. Okay. I want you to get out, if you can, you should have a red circle. You have a red circle that looks like this. 1 red whole circle. Get that out. And put it right on your desk. Don't talk about it. Just do it. You're working with a partner. Let that person that I gave the shapes to be the one doing it. The other person is just looking. Oh no. What did you do? Who does not have a red circle? Or who might have 2 red circles? Anybody have 2? No. Oh, you just set it down. Oh, there you go. All right, very good. All right, now, I want you to see if you have thirds. Your thirds. Pull those out for me. They will probably be the orange pieces. We're still live, so they're going to hear everything on the playback. Stop. So all I want you to do is take out, don't line up the rest of them. Take out the orange and take out the pink and just slide the rest to the side. Now, what if instead of we invited, here we go. Got my thirds, right? My 3 pieces here. So I got a story problem for you. So Drake, Charlie, and Mrs. C were having a movie pizza night. Charlie and Drake went to go wash their hands and Miss C ate 2 slices of the pizza. Show me, by placing your orange on top of your red, show me what fraction of the pizza Miss C ate. Okay, now listen, here's what I said. Charlie and Drake went to go wash their hands, and Miss C ate 2 slices of the 3 pizzas. 2 slices of the pizza. What fraction of the pizza did Miss C eat? So, got my pizza pan, right? Miss C eats 2 of these pieces. Pizza's cut. She eats 2 of them. Okay. Probably should have did that a little bit different, but here's our pizza. Here's Miss C's plate. She puts 2 on her plate and eats them up. On your desk, here's the fun part. On your desk, tap your marker. It's the only time I'm gonna let you do it. And only the person who has the shape gets to write. You guys are really going to be looking this time. You have to follow directions. On your desk, with your dry erase marker, write the fraction of the pizza that Miss C ate. Drake, Charlie, and Miss C are sharing a pizza. Drake and Charlie leave to wash their hands, and Miss C eats 2 slices. What fraction of the pizza did Miss C eat? Fantastic. And I don't want you to look. Now, I ate 2 out of the 3. I ate 2, which is the part, and 3 is the whole. 2 is the part, and 3 is the whole. So, if you have a 2 in your numerator, you are on a good start. Right? Because the top number always represents the part. It always represents the part. I'm going to come around, and let's see what you have. You, with your marker, get to write right here, the fraction. Let's see what our friend comes up with, since she's my assistant. Don't play with any of the other parts. I don't need to model it too. So if I ate that many, then you need to show me that many. Good. Oh, didn't I? I ate 2. I didn't eat 1. I ate 2. I didn't eat 1. So put 2 on my plate. You good? See it? Let me see. Did you model it though? So I'm looking for 2 to be here. See that? All right. If you wrote 2/3 and your pizza looks like my pizza, you can pat yourself on the back. Now, same problem. Take all your orange shapes off of your red plate. We're gonna consider your whole red circle as the plate for this pizza, okay? Now, if Miss C ate 2/3 of the pizza, model for me with your shape how much of the pizza is left. If I ate 2/3 of this pizza, what fraction of the pizza is left? Now, take that off the plate. Now, what I want you to do is model for me. So we had 3. Here we go. We had 3. I ate 2/3 of the pizza. What fraction of the pizza is left? Don't do all that. Now, once you've modeled it, and I can see just the fraction that's left on the plate. Good job. That's creative thinking. Just solve the problem. Critical thinking. That's work. All right. Good. You should have some sort of unit fraction written on your desk. Every unit fraction, and y'all told me this yesterday, every unit fraction has 1 in the numerator. Everybody?
1.
What?
1.
There's always going to be a 1 in the numerator of a unit fraction, right? Because that tells you how much each piece is worth. It is the main unit. So you should have a 1 in your numerator. So if I know that there's one piece left out of 3, then what would my fraction be? If I have one piece left, that's my part, which is my numerator. I'm saying it over and over again so that you can write 1 in your numerator. Let Drake do it this time. Because you weren't in trouble. Some of them were. If I have 1 in my numerator, Drake, what's going to go in my denominator? Write it on the desk. Quickly, son. Very good. So everybody on the count of 3, what fraction should you have? 1, 2, 3.
1/3.
You should have 1/3 left. Very good. All right. Third off. All right. Put away your thirds. Try something different. You're still working with pizza. All right. This time, Bella, Brooklyn, Jalen, and Kazari having a girls' lunch day. They're gonna go get pedicures and get their hair done and then have pizza for lunch. Okay? If Jalen, did I say Jalen? If Jalen, Kazari, Bella, and Brooklyn go get pizzas, what is the unit fraction? I'm sorry, how many pieces will their pizza be divided into? If each one gets 1 slice, how many pieces will their pizza be divided into? Repeat the question. If each of the 4 girls gets 1 slice, how many pieces will the pizza need to be divided into? I've already talked to you. Messiah.
So we'll need to cut it into 4 since there's 4 people.
We need to cut it into fourths. All right, take out your fourths. Take out your fourths. Okay, and your fourths are yellow. Your fourths are yellow. Uh-oh. Did you eat my pepperoni pizza? Kevin ate my pepperoni pizza. Ate it. It's terrible. How dare you? Rude. All right. We have fourths. Okay. Very good. Now, something bad happened though. Brooklyn dropped her slice on the floor. Oh, she dropped her slice on the floor. If Brooklyn dropped 1 slice on the floor, how many slices are left? So first, hands down, with your fraction circles, I want you to model for me what's left and write and then the other partner that's over there gets to write on your desk. So one person model for me how much is left with the fraction circles. The other person writes the fraction out on their desk. Write it in standard form. And you're going to see questions like that too, especially in East Part. It'll say, what is the fraction in standard form? It means write the numbers, right? That's what that means. So there's 4 girls, and poor Brooklyn drops her slice on the floor, and it says how much is left. What is the fraction of the pizza that's left? So Justice, first of all, you're modeling. You're writing the fraction. You're doing both. He's modeling. You're supposed to be modeling. He's supposed to be writing. Okay. Good. Yes, somebody write it. Write it. Yay. Fantastic. Okay, shouldn't have to talk too much. No, I didn't say what was the fraction she dropped. I said what is the fraction of what's left. You're showing me what's left right here, correct? So think about how many pieces are left and then how many pieces were there. How many pieces are left and how many pieces were there? Look at that. Oh, she dropped it on the floor. Poor child. She's going to be so hungry when somebody shares with her. Okay, ready? This is not hard. Now, I've modeled it for you. So now your pizza, your fraction circles need to look like my screen. Your fraction circles need to look like my screen. And I'm over 25 minutes. I wonder if I can share my link now. All right, ready? Okay, that would be 1/3. I didn't say what's the fraction of what she dropped. Honey, so here's where we're getting caught up. You guys are wanting to tell me what's gone. I want you to tell me what's left, right? You have to tell me what's in front of you. If I'm saying to you, one person dropped it, how much is left? That means how much are you looking at? So if you have 3 out of the 4 pieces there, you couldn't have 1/3, could you? Look at this. This does not represent 1/3. Does everybody understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to be very clear on that because y'all two keep doing it. Okay? Look, even you. Where's your 3/4? I don't see it. Put it back on the desk. Oh, I stole yours. I'm so sorry. I'm accusing you of things and I did it. Terrible. Yes. Huh? Yes, I did look at yours and yours is right. I can see from there. I'm not blind. Stop it. You're validated and loved and important and kind and special. Okay? You good? You know it? Really? Love you, man. Okay, but you still haven't modeled for me 3/4. Put it back. Make your fraction circle look like my fraction circle. I'm sure when I play the playback here, I'm going to have said that about 4 times. Make your fraction circle look like mine. Do you need to look at it any closer? No. Now stop touching it. Stop touching it. Okay, you know what? You can try it in the shape. Get your hand off. You right. He models. Take it. All right. That is 3/4. All right. Now, put the 1/4 back for me. Let's make it back into 4/4. Okay, now. Gotta go in about 10 minutes. Let's do one more. All right, so the 4 girls say, hey, you know what? Maybe we should cut it into smaller pieces. And they say, no, that would be an equivalent fraction. I don't know how to do equivalent fractions yet. Yes, it is. All right. Let's say 2 more friends come along. Don't do anything yet. I want you to look at me. So if 2 more friends come along, there's 4 pieces now. At least how many pieces will they need to cut it into? If there's 4 friends right now and at least 2 more people come along, how many pieces are they going to have to cut it into? Everybody tell me.
6.
They're going to have to cut it into 6. Don't do anything. You're just watching me. Now, do you see how, even though that these pieces are smaller, see how they covered up that 1/4?
Yeah.
What we're going to learn in the weeks to come is that certain fractions, thank you for looking, certain fractions equal the same thing. Can I prove that to you?
Yes, ma'am.
So we said 2 more people are coming? Yes, ma'am. So there's going to be 6. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, these are 4s. My bad. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the 6. We'll see. Ooh, look at that. What do you notice? Oh, that was pretty cool. What do you notice? Charlie?
3 pieces cover 1/2 of the pizza.
3 pieces cover 1/2 of the pizza. Very good. Let's see if she's right. You ready? Mind blown. Do you see that? 1/2 equals 3/6 equals 2/4. See that? I wanted to prove that to you. What we have to get used to doing, especially when we see questions on our school nets and our Clever and our benchmarks and all of that good great stuff, is that they're going to make you try to visualize how to line up shapes. Okay? What's going to equal what, and we've got to get used to playing with the shapes in order to do that. Very good? All right, so final question. Let's see if you can do this one on your own. I'm going to put 6 up here this time. I'm going to put 8s because I like mushrooms. And you can pull out your 8s. Can y'all go ahead and find your 8s for me? Your 1/8 pieces. Where's my mushroom? Did you eat the mushroom too? Oh. There. All right. They might need help finding their 8s.
No.
They are blue. They are the dark blue ones. They're the dark blue ones. And the easiest way to do that, you just do it like that, and then you put it in here. Quickly now, you can help. You can help. I want you to help. Help him. Help him. I'm making let you help. Let's go. Your teacher's standing right here, and both of y'all do it. Okay, so now we have 8s. You ready? Let me pick on Tiana. Tiana and Charlie. Again, you're famous today. All right. So every time I say a certain amount of slices, you're going to take that away from the whole pizza. Is everybody with me? So that means you too, assistant. You're going to stand up because you're going to help model. And I'm going to sit there and look pretty. Thank you. All right. Ready? Charlie eats 3/8. Charlie eats 3/8 of the pizza. So take away, how many you're going to take out? Take out 3. Charlie eats 3/8 of the pizza. And Tiana has 2 slices of pizza. Charlie eats 3/8 of the pizza. Tiana has 2 slices of pizza. How many slices, what fraction of the pizza is left? If Charlie eats 3/8 and Tiana eats 2 more slices, what fraction of the pizza is left? Model it and then write it. What fraction of the pizza is left? So 3/8 and 2/8. What fraction is left? So you needed to take away 3/8 and 2/8. 2 more slices. So you gotta be helper. Very good. We got 3/8 of the pizza. Yum, yum, yum. Gone. 2 more slices. Gone. Saw that would get your attention. Gone. How much is left? Nope. We have to model it. So we should have been working with our 8s, which is these dark pieces. You have all 8 pieces. Okay, so then we can do some math and counting. So we got 3/8, like 3/8 right here. Oh, 3 is the numerator, 8 is the denominator. Okay, then she eats 2 8s more. 2 and 8. 2 8. Girl, there's 2 pizza. 2 people, here. She eats 2 more pieces. Put 2 beside that. Now, what's 2 plus 3? Okay. So 5 8. So the pizza is gone. What is the fraction that is left? Thumbs up when you and your partner have written down on the desk the fraction of the pizza that is left. Where's that? Good. Great. Nope. That's not what you see up there. Are you looking at?
The math I told me was $5 and I'm saying 2.
Listen. Ian, the argument with somebody is trying to help you. If you know that you know certain things, that's what you want. Which is why I put you in. Thank you. Okay. Everybody on the count of 3, tell me the answer. 1, 2, 3.
3 8.
What?
3 8.
3 8. It should be 3 8s left. Here's why. All right. So, what fraction of the pizza did Charlie eat? Charlie, what fraction did you eat?
3.
What fraction did you eat?
3.
3 8s. Thank you. So, C is for Charlie. Boop. C is for Charlie. Boop. And C is for Charlie. You see how I did that? Y'all can do that to your shapes right now. You can write on them with dry erase marker because I'm going to have you wipe them off with a wet wipe anyway. All right, so see how I have C labeled here? By the way, BTW, eyeballs on me, this is a strategy that you can use on your test papers. Everybody say label the fraction.
Label the fraction.
If they give you different people in the word problem and it says this person has 3 8s, this person has 2 8s, draw that shape and then put the person's initial or something on it so you know that represents what they have. Do you see how I did that? Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Charlie eats the 3 8s. Tiana has 2 8s. Do we see this now? Malachi and Thomas, do you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Tiana has 2 and Charlie has 3. Now, if I count all the slices that have a letter on it, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slices. Do you see that? So 5 slices is the whole number, but if I said what is the fraction of the pizza, it would be 5 what?
8.
It would be 5 what, Malachi?
8 8s.
5 8s. So if I take the 5 out or the 5 8s off, then I have 1 8, 2 8s, 3 8s of the pizza left. Look, this is an 8, that is an 8, and that is 1 8. And how many 1 8s do I have? Thomas, how many do I have? I have 3 left. So what's left? 3 8s. Okay? All right. Go ahead and clean off your shapes. You can leave them scattered on your desk so that we can get those wiped off. But we're going to clean up when we get back. Okay? We have to quickly transition down to 2nd grade for our ELA lesson.